So I have been sitting here trying to think about how to describe our Writers of Nonfiction event for the Whistler Writers Festival. It's called Setting the Record Straight. And I just keep wondering what I can say because I'm so excited about it, and everything burbles up in my brain. But basically, I am always so moved by our nonfiction panel because it brings authors who have really written about something incredible that's happened to them, or that they've seen, or that they've learned, or that they've experienced, and it brings them together to talk about these moments or these issues that are so important to them. And it's a really vulnerable place to be, and I'm so appreciative about the authors who take their life sometimes and expose it for all of us so that we can relate to the world better and we can understand their stories and hopefully move through the world in a better way. And this year is no exception. So Carly Butler, who wrote Apocalypse Child, is going to be at our event called Setting the Record Straight. And I've talked a lot about her book Apocalypse Child. She and her mother were Y2K preppers. They thought the world was going to end, and when it didn't end, Carly had to find a way to build a life for herself. And it's a really incredible memoir and so moving and very relatable. And then on top of that, in this year's panel, we have Valerie Jerome. Now, Valerie Jerome was an incredible Canadian athlete who you may not have heard of. She represented Canada at the Olympics and at a few of the other big games. I'm not a sports person, remembering what all the games is hard, but she's also a relative of Harry Jerome, who is a well-respected and venerated Canadian athlete who even has a building named after him. And she takes all of her family's stories about being athletes, and she's created a book called Races, The Trials and Triumphs of Canada's Fastest Family. Now, our reviewer loved this book, thought it was incredible. So I think that this is just going to be such a moving talk about resiliency and strength and finding your way forward. And it's also going to feature the winner of the Whistler Independent Book Awards. I can't tell you anything about who that's going to be yet because we don't know, but it's going to just be a really incredible discussion. The Writers of Nonfiction panel, it always is so moving because these people are so generous in sharing their stories with us, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope that you are too. You can join us on October 19th at the Whistler Writers Festival for Setting the Record Straight.